Welcome to the channel, gang, and I just had to do this video, almost as a response to some of the naysayers out there about Batman, Catwoman, Dawn of DC, the Gotham War. You got a lot of people criticizing it, thinking that it's a bit hokey or whatnot, and I just gotta say, I thought it was really fun. I really enjoyed collecting it. So here's my collection of the comics. We'll just do a nice flip through of the floppies, and you can make your decision as to whether you're gonna go to your local LCS and pick up your copy of any of these issues. But here we have Gotham War, the prelude. This was a freebie that they gave out at the comic book stores. They didn't stamp this one, but it gives you a little preview of the Gotham War with issue 137 with the new crime boss. Is she a good guy? Artwork by Jorge Jimenez. Look at that, Tim Drake looking very dramatic. Nice close-up. I love his artwork. Barbara Gordon having fast food, eating a donut, a haunted Red Hood, everything you love in the Bat family. So it's the Bat family warring against itself with Catwoman and Batman on two different sides of the law. So that's the preview, and then a little, hey, I made failsafe Batman Zur-En-Arrh, just to remind us that this is Chip Zdarsky's run, and it's got something to do with Batman psychology and various fail-safes. So I'm just going to leave that there. And then the foil. Foils are notoriously impossible to keep mint. They have weird serrated edges, but I had to get this. It's a gorgeous cover of a foil. It's my first foil, I think. Or was it the World's Finest with the Batman Superman cover? Anyways, foils are fun, but they're delicate as AF. So I'll just do a little flippity-doo for you to get into it. This is part one. Is it Mike Hawthorne? Pencils by Mike Hawthorne, that's right. He's been teaming up with Chip Zdarsky, and I like his artwork. It's different than Jimenez, less sort of action-oriented and a bit more comic art portraiture, but still like nice flowy capes. Beautiful close-ups, interesting faces and expressions, and of course Mori with the coloring. Is this Mori as well? I don't think it is, but DC's been killing it. I just find DC's artwork so much more dynamic, and yeah, maybe it's not as relatable and approachable as the Marvel stuff, but it's classic, and the iconography of Batman and Wonder Woman and Superman, you just can't beat it. The DC's really killing it with the artwork, I think, and I would love to just keep these as in my collection, and I think they feature nicely. So those are those two. You might notice I have two of one, but I'll explain why later. Here is Batman 137, Gotham War Part 2. I didn't get the Catwoman and the Red Hood ones, but now that I've gotten this far, I think I want to go back, because there's some good storytelling, some nice nods to the Bat family, having fun with the Bat family warring against itself. Their different personalities and strengths and weaknesses, and the Rogues Gallery, and some good Bat family storytelling, nods of even the movies. So if you're a fan of the movies, The Dark Knight, the Christian Bale, there's a little, I'm not going to say what, but nods to that too. So the Joker War had the Bat family come together to fight the Jokers, and here we have the Bat family coming together to what? Fight Batman? Talk! And I love Jorge Jimenez's style where he incorporates the sound effects into the action. Look at Damian taking out Red Hood there. I mean, it's Robin against Robin, Batman against Robin. Meanwhile, the morality of the argument with the family is what people are criticizing. There are some more critical, if you were, YouTubers who aren't really into some of the softer details of the morality, good guy, bad guy, but I think it's a hell of a lot of fun. So the comic I liked so much, I bought it twice. Bought this one brand new on DC Comic Tuesday, Batman 138, and read it and enjoyed it, but then kind of looked at it again, and I was like, you know, as much as I love having a nice pristine copy of it, I had to get myself a reading copy, because this is one that I'm going to thumb through over and over and over again. I like the storytelling, love the artwork by Jorge Jimenez. There's the cover I mean, at first I was like, there's something weird about the cover. I don't know if it's the colors or sort of the cut and paste or the patchwork or the outlines, but not one of my favorite covers, although I do love Jorge Jimenez. But then as I read the comic, I was like, this is one of my favorite covers, because I like this I'm Captain Man, or Kid Danger, Captain Man, swearing oath sort of thing that Dick and Bruce are doing there. And the artwork in this one, this is my favorite issue of all of them, number 138. And I'll show you why. Just the artwork, the storytelling, Batman and Jason having a moment, Batman and Dick eventually having moments, but first Damian and Dick having a moment, Damian and Tim and Dick, and like my favorite characters all fighting each other. Like, look at that great action. Poor Damian. Catwoman. And I like the pacing. The pacing of this issue is great. There's the nod to the cover. Dick and Bruce. The slap heard around the world is now a pow heard around the world. And there's Damian and Tim. I mean, I just love the artwork. Tim gets a nice wide shot up angle against Batman. Everyone gets a knock at each other. It's so much fun. Like, this is artwork squished. They get squished together in a net. Definitely artwork, iconic Batman pose right there that I would want to look at over and over and over again. The dialogue's fantastic. That's my favorite page, but I'll come back to it. What's happening to poor Jason Todd as we go from close-up to silhouette. Just beautiful paneling, beautiful artworks. Is that a McFarlane pose? Maybe Jorge Jimenez was influenced, but I love that. I just love some of the callbacks and some of the great artwork. And then a little Wesley Dodds the Sandman preview with another one of my new favorite artists, Riley Rossmo, who did the Tim Drake Robin series, you might remember, but perhaps teamed up with a different colorist. I don't know. Things look a little different, very more golden age. So, taking a look at my favorite page. We're just going to read one page to avoid copyright issues. But here we have, we're not going to read it. But here we have, they break out of the net, and Damian screaming for his father. Oh! And it's raining. Damian, not sure if he's showing emotion there. Despondent. Just a beautiful page. Beautiful page of brother against brother, brothers loving their dad. Just a great issue, so I recommend this one very highly, 138. Now, we have the October issue, as colored in orange. Is it October? Batman, Catwoman, The Gotham War, Scorched Earth. This is the new one, hot on the stand, so if you want to get started, you can buy the final issue first. And it is written by Chip Zdarsky, and featuring artwork by Mike Hawthorne. Like, I just love his artwork. Reminds me of a bit of the Rebirth, beginnings of the Rebirth, Detective Comics with Tim Drake. And this is the story, I think this is the story that really brings out a lot of the Bat family and even the Bat Cave and some dynamics, bringing together some dynamics from the movies and even the Joker War. And yeah, like, it is October, so the featuring the orange cover, but I just love, like, when they break the fourth wall just a little bit. So here we have Tim Drake running down the streets. Something's happening downtown. Oh, he's Oracle. Help, God, help. Can't breathe. And he's ripping off, helping people, and as he escapes, someone says, "It's November, don't you know?" So, commenting on the idea that he's still in his costume. So, I love that. I think it's a lot of fun. I think they've been doing great with this series. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to do comic book store flip through so you can see some of the action. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. There's action. So, it's fantastic. One criticism that I would say is I think I would have liked them to leave. They think they gave us too much. The Gotham War, it's a thick issue. I think they just gave us too much story. I think we're rich with story, rich with some of the threads. I won't explain too much more, but I almost wish that it would go on and some of the threads would have stayed open-ended. But I think the Gotham War was a fantastic experiment in terms of putting Batman and the Catwoman in two different sides, ripping the family apart, and just a good chance for the family to have a nice Donnybrook. Because why not? Families fight. Could see this happen again and again. So that's my little flip through and preview of the Gotham War for you folks. You can make your own decision. Hopefully that helps. Watch some other YouTubes, but I just say it's a lot of fun with gorgeous artwork. And go to your local LCS and support your comic book store. Thanks for watching.